I had a coworker tell me this recently, and it was like a really kind of beautiful story. And it was someone new on the job, and she wasn't doing it right, and she wasn't managing the pain, and she didn't know what to do. And she said to the client, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've never dealt with someone dying before," you know. And the client responded to her, "I've never dealt with dying before." My name is Nick Martin. I work in palliative care at an organization called La Maison des Rêves. We specialize in people who have HIV and as well as who might be going through the process of dying. While it doesn't affect all of our clients, there is a reasonable amount of our time allotted towards assisting someone with comfort during the dying process. If we have a client who's passing away, a lot of our time is dedicated to just being present with that person, managing their pain levels. I handle their medication, I handle their making phone calls, sometimes write letters to people who are important to them or pass messages to them. My workplace specifically caters to three, I'd say, populations that overlap that are all heavily stigmatized, and that would be people afflicted by HIV, people who are homeless. We have a lot of toxicoman, injection drug users, alcoholics, as well as people who are dying. You know, it's all these subjects that on their own are enough for us to be like, oh, okay, I don't really want to touch that. Especially working with similar clientele, I've worked with coworkers who didn't understand the disease, and they would enter the room wearing 2 pairs of gloves and a jacket on to take someone's dinner plate out of the room. I think it's made me incredibly more aware of death throughout, because I don't think you're necessarily at my age supposed to be thinking about death. Well, just in general, that feeling of unknown is so terrifying. So by being close to it, it's made it more real, but in kind of in a wholesome way. Death isn't this oh no, this is gonna happen, but I don't know nothing about it. It became this okay, this is the dying process, and it can happen quickly, it can happen slowly, it can happen in a way that might be terrifying to me, or it might happen in a way which could be just a really easy drift off into nothing, you know? We see someone go from living to gone, and it's the same body, and you're like, what is it? What was that essence that just changed in a matter of seconds? Right in the stages before someone passes away, a lot of the times they're not talking, they're not responsive, they won't even acknowledge, you can pinch them, they're not gonna make a face, nothing. And I've always, and I think it's a common practice, you always talk to them, you always talk to these people like they're there with you. And it kind of raises the question to me, why am I, what is humanness? What is making this person someone I'm talking, you know, they probably can't hear me, they can't respond, what is the point of this communication? And it's almost you're talking to the essence of them.